Have you ever wondered about the mysteries that still persist in our modern world, secrets waiting to be uncovered? Well, nestled within the vast expanse of the South Pacific, lies a land of enigmas and riddles, a place where time seems to stand still: Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea, an island nation that straddles the equator, is a realm of unparalleled biodiversity. With more than 800 distinct languages and an array of unique wildlife, it's a place where the ordinary and extraordinary coexist. As we journey through its dense forests and traverse its rugged terrains, we are reminded of the world's inherent wildness, a world untouched by the rapid march of modernity. Yet, it's not the breathtaking landscapes or the exotic wildlife that captures our imagination the most. No, it's the tantalizing mysteries of uncontacted tribes that truly beckon us. Rumors persist of tribes hidden deep within the rainforest, living in harmony with nature, untouched by the outside world. Their existence whispers to us of a bygone era, a window into the past, a glimpse of our ancestral roots. Who are these people? How do they live? What can we learn from them? The answers to these questions are shrouded in mystery, obscured by the dense foliage of the rainforest, and protected by the isolation of the highlands. Yet, it is these enigmatic questions that drive us to explore, to discover, to understand. Indeed, Papua New Guinea is a treasure trove of secrets, a place where every stone unturned reveals a new mystery, a new story. From ancient customs and traditions to forgotten languages and unique cultural practices, it's a land that beckons the curious and the brave. So join us as we delve deep into the heart of Papua New Guinea, unearthing the secrets of the lost tribes. For it's in the pursuit of the unknown that we truly discover ourselves. Let's embark on this journey together, into a world unseen, a world untouched, a world waiting to be discovered. Imagine living in a world untouched by modern civilization, nestled deep within the heart of nature. The concept may seem alien to some, but this is the reality for the so-called lost tribes of Papua New Guinea. But what do we mean exactly when we say lost tribes? Let's delve into this intriguing subject. The term lost tribes is often used to describe indigenous groups that have had little to no contact with the outside world. These groups have managed to retain their traditional ways of life, often living in remote, inaccessible regions, far removed from the hustle and bustle of modern society. Papua New Guinea, a culturally diverse nation located in the southwestern Pacific, is home to an estimated 800 indigenous tribes, each with its own unique language, customs, and traditions. The tribes people lead a life dictated by the rhythms of nature, their existence intricately woven into the fabric of the dense forests that surround them. Now, to understand why these tribes remain isolated, we need to consider the geography of Papua New Guinea. This island nation is characterized by rugged mountains, dense rainforests, and vast wetlands, making it a challenging environment to traverse. This geographic isolation has inadvertently protected these tribes, allowing them to live in relative peace and solitude, free from the pressures of modernization. Yet these tribes are more than mere subjects of curiosity. They represent an invaluable link to our shared human history. Their ways of life, passed down through generations, offer a glimpse into how our ancestors might have lived. They are a living testament to human adaptability, resilience, and ingenuity. These tribes, a testament to human adaptability, hold the keys to understanding our collective past. As we continue to learn about them, we are reminded of the diversity of human experiences and the importance of preserving these unique cultural heritages for future generations. The lost tribes of Papua New Guinea were not always lost. A fascinating paradox, isn't it? These tribes were simply living their lives in isolation from the rest of the world until we discovered them. It's a curious concept, this notion of discovery, especially when you consider that these tribes were never really missing. They were simply existing in a world separate from ours, a world that was, and still is, largely untouched by the modern age. The first recorded contact with these tribes dates back to the early 20th century, when explorers and anthropologists began to venture into the dense, uncharted jungles of Papua New Guinea. These encounters were often fraught with tension, as you might imagine. Imagine strangers from an entirely different world suddenly appearing in your backyard. It's a scenario that's bound to elicit a range of reactions, from curiosity and fear to outright hostility. For the tribes, these encounters often brought with them unforeseen consequences. Their isolation had protected them from many of the diseases common to the outside world, and suddenly, they were exposed to new illnesses against which they had no immunity. The impact of these epidemics was devastating. On the flip side, these interactions also opened up avenues for anthropologists and historians to learn about these unique cultures. They offered glimpses into ways of life that had remained unchanged for thousands of years, providing invaluable insights into human history and evolution. Yet, these discoveries also pose dilemmas. To study these tribes is to disrupt their way of life. To make contact is to risk introducing diseases. So how do we navigate this tricky terrain? How do we balance our curiosity and thirst for knowledge with our responsibility to these tribes and their well-being? The meeting of two worlds, ancient and modern, raises complex questions about preservation, integration, and respect. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of the lost tribes of Papua New Guinea, we must strive to find answers to these questions. Because in the end, it's not just about discovery, but about understanding and respecting the diverse tapestry that is human civilization. What can we learn from these isolated societies, and why do they matter? This is a question that has intrigued anthropologists and historians alike, and the answer is quite enlightening. Studying these tribes provides us with an intimate look into the diverse spectrum of human cultures and societies. These tribes, untouched by the modern world, have maintained unique languages, social structures, and practices that have been preserved for centuries. For instance, the Huli tribe is known for its complex system of tribal laws, while the Dani tribe's language is so distinct that it's been classified as a language isolate, meaning it's unrelated to any other known language. Beyond their languages and social norms, these tribes have also developed intricate relationships with their environment. They've mastered the art of living sustainably, a lesson that we, in our resource-intensive societies, can certainly learn from. They've built their communities around the natural resources available to them, ensuring the preservation of their environment for future generations. Their practices, such as the rotational farming employed by the Korowai tribe, show us a way of life that's in harmony with nature, a stark contrast to the environmental degradation we see in the world around us. Moreover, studying these tribes gives us insights into the resilience of human beings. They've survived and thrived in some of the most challenging terrains on Earth, showing us the strength and adaptability inherent in all of us. Their survival skills, honed over centuries, are a testament to the power of human ingenuity and resourcefulness. These tribes also offer a window into our collective past. They serve as living reminders of our shared human history, a time when all societies were small, close-knit communities reliant on their immediate environment. They allow us to explore the roots of human civilization and understand the evolutionary journey that has led us to where we are today. In understanding them, we learn not just about our human past, but also glean insights for our future. So, the next time you hear about the lost tribes of Papua New Guinea, remember that they hold lessons about sustainability, resilience, and our shared human history that are invaluable in our quest for a better future. In a world that's constantly shrinking, where does that leave the lost tribes of Papua New Guinea? This question brings us to the final part of our journey, where we consider the future of these fascinating tribes and their unique ways of life. The tribes of Papua New Guinea face numerous threats. Their lands are rich in resources, and thus, they are coveted by logging and mining companies. These activities not only destroy the natural habitat of the tribes, but they also disrupt their traditional ways of life, which are intrinsically linked to the land they inhabit. Climate change further exacerbates the situation. Rising sea levels and extreme weather patterns threaten the very existence of these communities. Their traditional knowledge and practices developed over centuries might not be sufficient to cope with the rapid changes in their environment. But the threats aren't just physical. There are also ethical dilemmas associated with making contact with these tribes. While our curiosity might prompt us to reach out, we must remember that this could lead to the spread of diseases to which these tribes have no immunity. Moreover, exposure to the modern world could disrupt their social structures and ways of life. So what can be done to protect these tribes and their unique cultures? Conservation organizations are working tirelessly to safeguard the tribal lands from exploitation. They are advocating for the rights of these tribes and lobbying for laws that prevent intrusive contact. Educational initiatives are also crucial. By raising awareness about these tribes and the challenges they face, we can foster a greater respect for their ways of life. After all, these tribes aren't relics of the past, but living communities with their own cultures and values. The future of the lost tribes of Papua New Guinea is uncertain, but as we continue to peel back the layers of our complex world, it's vital that we do so with respect and care. As we continue to explore and understand our world, we must remember to respect and protect those who choose to live differently. After all, their survival might be the testament to the rich diversity of human experience that we all share.